Hey, you guys, welcome back. This is Nina. Like, share, and subscribe. Thank you to everybody that has been coming to my channel, supporting my channel, becoming a Love Nation family member. And we are just going to get into this. I'm going to do a quick recap on the events of the Johnny Depp trial today. And I'm going to say that I think, okay, let's start with some high notes and then go to some stuff I thought should have been changed. I thought the most telling testimony today actually came from the two police officers. The police officers that actually came to his penthouse and said that they saw no injuries on Amber Heard and that her red marks were just from her crying. Now this is probably the best testimony of the day, in my opinion. I think that they should have probably ended the trial with this information. And there's a couple reasons for that. First of all, these are law officers that are not employed by Johnny, not employed by Amber. Since they have no recoil in this situation with this their messy relationship before the divorce, I thought their testimony was probably the best. One set of officers got a call, went to the penthouse. Apparently, Johnny Depp had already left. The officer observed no marks on Amber and did not think that she was a victim of DV. The penthouse itself did not look um like you know anything happened. He walked through the penthouse. They did interviews with the neighbors and they left. No charges filed, no incident report filed. They left. And a second set, now this is actually where I kind of got like a little lost. I was like wondering like, why is there a second set of officers there? A second set actually came shortly later. And again, same story. Uh, Nothing wrong with Amber physically, to where they think that Johnny Depp actually did anything. And then they looked around and they left. So I think that this was probably the best testimony. And like I said, the best testimony often comes from people that, don't have anything to gain from the situation. And hearing it directly from law enforcement, whom are trained to look for specific things, and they go on numerous calls every day in order to, investigate different situations. It was their expert opinion that nothing happened with Amber Heard. And so again, I think this is probably the most um, telltale testimony of the day. Because if you have two sets of police officers get called to the house at two different times, so that's a total of four officers. The first two investigated, interviewed. They did not see anything wrong with Amber that would have warranted them having to investigate Johnny Depp any further. Second set came, same thing. So you had four police officers that looked into this, concluded the same thing, and left. No follow up needed, no report, no charges. I think that this testimony alone was definitely the biggest testimony of the day, as far as providing evidence to support what was going on with Johnny Depp. Now, them having Laura Wasser be the last witness today, that was also very telltale for me. However, she didn't provide as much as I was hoping to get out of the situation. Like, she kept talking about that she got subpoenaed um tapes or video from the penthouse surveillance cameras. I'm very curious to know what was actually on these tapes at this point. So I think that information should definitely be followed up. And like I said, like they had other people like the agent. And I definitely want to touch on the situation with the gentleman that was passing a note between Johnny and Amber. I think he stuck his neck out for them as a friend. I think his testimony did have some important value behind it. However, I think they really should have just ended with the two police officers, because I think they had the best testimony. With Johnny still being under the TRO, basically the temporary restraining order. Um, I think that Johnny should not have taken that meeting with Amber Heard at this point, just for the simple point of, um, again, and I think I said this a few days ago, that she had already been taping him, she had already been provoking him, she had already done so many things in this relationship. Personally, I would have been very, very, very hesitant to stick my neck out and go see her at that hotel. I think I probably would have let it go at this point. And like I said before, then her thing with Elon Musk about her, having a rebound and dating him, and then wanting to get back with Johnny. Like I said, the whole thing just appeared to be, again, a lot of high school games, a lot of, like, I don't know. I don't know what to make about this. Did today help Johnny out? Yes, it did. I think the evidence should have been more compounded. I think it should have been shortened. And I'm about to actually get into my complaints about this. The timeline with everything going on is literally all over the map. I wish that they would have actually put these witnesses or events into some type of chronological order. It seemed like one moment we're in 2017, another moment we're in 2016, then it'll go to 2013. It's just like all over the place. I just really, really wish that there was some type of timeline that would actually make it a lot easier to understand some of these events, when they happened, and who was involved where. Because this is probably one of my biggest issues with this trial. It's really, really hard to follow if you have people that are coming out with all this different information, but yet it's just like, the testimony was for events before the divorce, then events what when they were divorcing, and then stuff before they got married. It's so all over the place. So I really, really wish that this was a lot more compacted in a better timeline, because honestly, the biggest issue I have with the evidence being provided is that it is literally all over the place. So I think today my overall thoughts was that yes, Johnny Depp did help his case with the witnesses he had. I wish that the timeline on events was a lot better. And I think people are very eager to see what Amber Heard has to say concerning, all of these events. So I think her testimony is probably going to be the most sought after at this point. I think people just want to hear from her. Whether she actually takes the stand or not is probably going to be one of the biggest stories that comes out of this trial at this point. So those are my thoughts on what happened today. So I definitely want to hear you guys' comments below. Like, share, and subscribe. Feel free to donate if you can, but if not, still be blessed. And until next time, you guys, be safe and enjoy your day. Bye, guys.